In the last 2 hours, Iranian tanker sank off the Chinese coast. Burning Iranian oil tanker off China coast sinks after 1 week. In the last 4 hours, Iranian tanker sinks more than a week after collision. Burning Iranian oil tanker sinks after Jan. 6 accident. Chinese state TV. Burning Iranian tanker explodes and sinks earlier today. In the last 6 hours, no hope of survivors on sinking Iranian oil tanker. Tanker sinks, but flames persist on surface of the sea. In the last 8 hours, burning Iranian oil tanker sinks off China. No hope of finding survivors. No hope of survivors after oil tanker sinks. Iran leader expresses sympathy over oil tanker tragedy. Iranian oil tanker sinks. 32 crew members presumed dead. All hope lost for crew of Iranian tanker. Iran minister. Chinese spared no effort to extinguish tanker fire yesterday. Oil tanker sinks off China after exploding. Blazing tanker sinks after 8 days. Iranian families angry at loss of life on board sank oil tanker. Iranian oil tanker sinks. China oil tanker sinks off China's coast after burning for over a week. Iranian tanker sinks in flames. No hope of survivors. Iran oil tanker explodes off coast of China with no survivors. Leader offers condolences over Iran tanker tragedy. Leader condoles tragic demise of Iranian seamen. No hope of survivors after oil tanker explodes and sinks. All crew feared dead as Iranian oil tanker sinks off China coast. Iranian oil tanker has sunk. Chinese state TV. Iran oil tanker explodes off China's coast. Iranian oil tanker explodes and sinks off China, leaving 32 presumed dead. Iran investigating cause of oil tanker collision. Fire. Iran oil tanker explodes, sinks off China with no survivors. Iran declares Mon as National Mourning Day for tankers. Victims. Burning tanker off Chinese coast sinks. No survivors as Iranian tanker sinks engulfed in flames. Iranian oil tanker sinks after week-long fire. Video. Engulfed in the flames of sorrow. Iranian oil tanker sinks after burning for more than a week. No hope. Sailors alive after Iranian tanker collision. Sank sinking could be worse situation for marine ecology. Experts. Rouhani offers condolences over tanker tragedy. Stricken Iranian oil tanker sinks. No hope of finding survivors. Iranian sailors declared dead by China on first day. Sinking tanker spills oil into East China Sea. Video. Burning Iranian oil tanker sinks. Burning Iranian oil tanker sinks off Chinese coast. Burning Iranian oil tanker sinks. No hope of finding survivors. Burning Iranian oil tanker sinks. 32 crew presumed dead. Burning Iranian oil tanker sinks. Burning Iranian tanker sinks off China's coast. Hope fades for missing crew members as Iranian oil tanker sinks. Burning Iranian oil tanker sinks after Jan. 6 accident. Chinese state TV. President Rouhani offers condolences over deaths of Iranian seafarers. Iranian oil tanker sinks after collision off China. No hope of survivors on sinking Iranian tanker. Iranian oil tanker sinks after explosion. Shoots flames up to 1 kilometer high. Oil tanker in South China Sea bursts into flames and sinks. Iranian oil tanker burning off the coast of China sinks into the ocean. Iranian oil tanker sinks off China. Report. All sailors aboard Iranian burning oil tanker announced dead. Iranian oil tanker Ablaze off China coast has sunk. State media. Iranian oil tanker sinks after burning for more than 1 week. Iranian tanker sinks off China after collision. Iran confirms death of all sailors in East China coast. Blazing Iranian oil tanker sinks with no sign of survivors. Tanker sinks engulfed in flames. Official says no hope of survivors. Iranian oil tanker sinks in East China Sea after second explosion. No hope of finding survivors on burning oil tanker. Iranian official. Iranian oil tanker sinks off China as official says no hope of survivors. Oil tanker burning in the East China Sea sinks. Official. All crew members on burning Iran tanker dead. Burning Iranian oil tanker sinks in East China Sea after accident. Report. Iranian tanker sinks engulfed in flames. Official says no hope of survivors. All 32 people aboard burning oil tanker presumed dead. Iran says Iranian oil tanker sinks following collision. Reports. Burning Iranian oil tanker finally sinks off China. 32 feared dead. No hope of survivors in Iranian tanker fire. Official. Rescue operations on sank oil tanker blast underway by all means. Iran official. No hope. Sailors alive on burning oil tanker.